Chad, you there, brother?
What's up, man?
How you doing, sir?
I'm pretty jet lagged, actually. I cannot get straight, man. We just came back from Australia, so I cannot get straight. We took off at say we left at 4 o'clock on the on the 2nd. We got home at 2 o'clock on the 2nd. We got home before we left.
You're Marty McFly all of a sudden.
Dude, I know, man. I'm like, the flux capacitor on the plane. I don't know. I think there was some kind of a snafu.
Well, dude, I hope you get it shaken out. You guys got a show tonight in Boise, and then Saturday, Missoula, Montana.
Yeah, apparently we're on the Knitting Factory tour. Is it called the Knitting Factory Missoula too?
No, we got the Wilmot Theater.
Oh, okay, cool.
It's
the Knitting Factory.
Yeah, it's an old kind of 1800 theater. It's crazy cool. When you guys get in there, you're gonna be like, where am I right now? This is nuts.
Well, that's cool, man.
Yeah, we're really, really excited to have you guys in, and I want to thank you for taking the time to join my radio show today, brother. That's really awesome. I appreciate your time.
Not a problem at all, man.
I've always wondered, between, Mudvayne has always kind of had its own entity and its own thing, and then you switch gears over to Hellyeah. I've always kind of wondered how the band Hellyeah got started and how all of a sudden you fit into that, because, you look at Mudvayne from Middle America and the kind of style and everything, and then you switch gears to Hellyeah. It's a whole different animal, and I always wondered how that came about.
Well, Hellyeah was way back before it was Hellyeah. It was just an idea that Tom and I had from Tom was in Nothing Face, and I was obviously in Mudvayne, and Greg was in Mudvayne, and we played Tattoo the Earth in 2000, and then we're like, it's about getting drunk and being, I love you, man, let's start a band, that kind of shit. Talked about it. It never really happened. Then 4 years later, brought to fruition. We went out to Maryland, Baltimore, where Tom's from. I flew out there, and we wrote one song, which is Wage You More, which is on the first record.
Yeah.
And that's really what we had in mind for the band. The band was supposed to be really heavy, really fast, really screamy, but stuff that people are kind of doing now or have been doing with kind of screamo over the last years. But this was 10 years ago, before anybody was doing that.
Okay.
But it was going to be heavier or whatever. So that song ended up making on the record or whatever, but we put it away again. We had to put it back to bed. I had Mudvayne obligations. He went and did whatever he did, and blah, 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 blah. And then finally it came back up again. Started talking about it again, and then all of a sudden Vinnie Paul wanted to talk. So I called him. I had to pace around my house for about an hour, holding the phone in my hand, going, no, I can't do this. I can't call Vinnie Paul. But I did it. And I had a 14-minute and 38-second conversation with him. I remember looking at the phone when I was done.
You timed it out.
I remember him saying, I'm really into that kind of the groove thing. I'm like, all right, whatever. So went to Texas, and I didn't really know him, dude. I had never met him. I only knew him through the videos and through being a fan of Pantera.
Yeah.
I didn't know anybody that wasn't a fan of Pantera. So, I didn't know him. So we showed up, and we went out and had dinner and got drunk first night, and then we were there for 7 nights after that, and we wrote 7 songs. So the first 8 days, we hung out one night and wrote 7 songs. And I'm like, I think this can work.
Yeah.
So that's it in a nutshell. Sorry to take up your own show.
No, dude. That's exactly what I wanted to know. And I find it funny that, the frontman of Mudvayne was a little bit nervous to call Vinnie Paul because, you guys are, it's that whole rock and roll level. I mean, you guys are way the hell up there, but at the same time, it's, like you said, dude, it's Vinnie Paul.
Dude, I've been listening to that band. You have to understand, I've been listening to that band and into that band since I was about, 16, 17 years old. I was young. When I was 90 or 80, 89 or 90 or something like that, or whatever. I've been into that band, and dude, they were huge, and it just, whatever. It's not I was nervous when I met James Hetfield. Jesus Christ, that band's 83.
Well, yeah, dude, these are guys you've looked up to. That's got to say a lot about you. That's got to make you feel good, though, that Vinnie Paul wanted you to give him a call to start a band. I mean, how are you not nervous about that?
Yeah, it felt really great.
That's,
you know what I mean? I still feel blessed, to be able to have done everything we've done in the past, to be able to keep trudging forward in the future, man. I'm really, really happy being in this band. It's a nice change of gears from Mudvayne. Mudvayne is there's a lot of melody in Mudvayne, but it's also very calculated.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it can be more intense and whatever, but this band is just to me, it's just been a breath of fresh air. It's just wow, something different, Mudvayne's been around for we've been a band for almost 15 years.
Yeah.
it's hard to balance that. It's like it's been a good time. It's been really fun. Which is nice.
Well, and like you said, Mudvayne is very calculated. It's a complex band, from lyrics to the bass riffs to everything. You get into Hellyeah, and it's all about kicking ass and drinking beer and just having a good time, having a good rock and roll time. That's got to be a good break for you, mentally and physically.
Yeah, it's about T's and fours. You know what I mean? It's about that. It's about that pocket groove. I'll tell you right now, I could hang with Mudvayne in this band. I ain't afraid of anybody. You know what I mean? Like we can. Like, we put our European set together. We just went to Europe, and I'm like, we got, step it up. And man, oh my God, this is a heavy band. I mean, we just really set up our set list with kind of our most slamming stuff. And I mean, it's pretty balls to the wall, dude.
I've been blessed to see you guys play a couple times, and you're damn right, it is balls to the wall. The whole set all the way through is not, and there's not a lot of bands that step into Missoula that they'll wear out the crowd. And I've been warning people, I'm like, you don't know what you're in for. I mean, these guys it's nonstop. And now they've got a whole nother album to play. Your ass is gonna get worn out. I mean, it's nuts. With the new rock and the old Hellyeah album, I mean, I don't think they know what they're in for. I mean, could you fill us in on what to expect from the live show?
We kind of try to set everything up and sequence everything where it's got hips and valleys, you know what I'm saying? So there'll be moments of rest in there, some of the mellower stuff. We'll bring it in. We start bringing it in, but it starts pretty radical.
Yeah.
But I think the breaks in the set are as much for us as it is for anybody. It's pretty. It gets pretty quick.
Yeah, we're just
very intense, man. It's like really intense. Like, I don't know. I tune my own horns, and I like that. But I've always been a pretty intense singer doing what I do.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So that level of intensity is definitely still there with Hellyeah. Like we all keep things nice and So.
Well, and speaking of that, you stepped into to Missoula last summer on the Pedal to the Metal tour, and
right.
I got to the side stage. I don't remember what tune you were guys into, but it was 900 degrees. You had like a bear suit on or something.
Yeah.
And you're in the middle of one of your screams, and it was enough to pierce your ears. And I could have swore, and correct me if I'm wrong, I could have swore after you got done, you turned around and threw up a little bit because it was so harsh.
Oh, yeah. That'd probably be, I can't think what that would be, Nothing to Gain, maybe, or something. I don't know. I can't remember exactly what scream that's in, but I know it when I'm doing it. Yeah.
It was rough, dude, and it was, I was like, I think I just saw Chad throw up in a bear suit. Best day of my life.
Yeah. I had to retire the suit for a minute.
Yeah, it was hot, dude.
Hope he knows suit tonight.
Okay. Well, it's cowboy hats and cold beer. That's what we're looking for, man.
Sure, the beer's cold up there.
Very cold, man. Ladies are hot, beer is cold, and we're stoked to have you guys step into the Wilma Theater. It's going to be a good time, man. We're really, really blessed to have you guys stop into our small town and play a show for us.
Oh, man, we can't wait to get there. Those are the best shows. You know what I mean? Like, that's the thing you have to understand, and always feel proud to be from Missoula and be in Missoula and have shows come to Missoula, because I'm telling you what, it is pretty damn boring for me to go play in L.A. because those people think they've seen everything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're in the fourth row, they're passing business cards.
Yeah.
But that is not the kind of show I even want to play. New York, we go to New York and we play a 1,000-seater. This is New York City.
Yeah.
There's millions of people in this town and we're playing a 1,000-seater. You know what I'm saying? It's like people are too kind of too cool for school. They can't, I don't know if they're able to have a good time. There's your select few that are there that can. But these are the shows that we look forward to. The Renos, the Boise's, you know what I mean, the Missoula, Montanas. These are the shows. These are the shows we look forward to. Like this is what it's all about. It brings us back to our roots, because I'm from the Midwest. Vince is from Texas. We found out that Midwestern people and Texas people have a lot in common.
Sure.
You know what I mean? We're all down to earth. We all kill for our friends, and we love each other, and it's a good time. Just let your hair down and let it go.
That's what I'm saying. That's absolutely, man. You're in for a hell of a show. You got a lot of fans in this town. It's going to be a great time. We will see you then. Thank you again for calling in, brother. Have a safe trip over. Have a great show tonight. We'll talk to you later.
All right, man. Take it easy. Hey, what's up? This is Chad from Hellyeah. You're listening to the Rockstar Radio Show. Come on. It's just the